So I'm Lee Song. I'm a professor at Aerospace Mechanical Engineering, and I also work with Dr. Tim Philly at ARIS as a research fellow. This is actually a wonderful place I always want to share with people. This is we call it Lighthouse. It's a house, it's a real residential house in Norman, Oklahoma, but we use it for a research purpose to develop smart technology for buildings. So buildings actually consumes a lot of energy, especially the electricity on the grid, like 80-70% electricity on the grid consumed by buildings, and residential is a big part of it. So this is a lab designed for developing technology for residential buildings. This house, we started with a sponsorship from the Department of Energy in 2019. At that time, we got $1 million, a little more than $1 million project, and we need a test bed. So with that grant and with a lot of support from university, we could establish this house as our lab house. We instrument, you can see all the sensors surrounding this house. It's all cloud-based, remote accessible. So we instrument this house with more than 50 channels of sensor, and that's all sponsored by that project from the Department of Energy 4 years ago. And that project we wrap up early January this year. When I was in high school, I wanted to be an architect. I started drawing a lot. I was also good at math, but I just didn't think engineering was as attractive as being an architect. But just ironically, I ended up with somehow related to buildings, but mechanical systems in the buildings. It's fantastic area. A lot of people feel like women are kind of in a disadvantaged position in this field, but actually it's not, because you have fewer competitions, in my opinion. But again, also not only if you're good at math, if you're interested in exploring, you're interested in innovations, find answers you don't know, and this is definitely a good field, no matter for boys or girls. I always tell girl engineers, in the starting of the engineering college, maybe look harder. Your friends in other departments maybe have parties every night, but you have to do homework every night. But I really, my advice to those girl students is really just start from small steps. You always run into challenges, maybe some obstacles. You feel like you're not good fit for this discipline, but make small steps each day, and eventually at the end of the 4 years, you will see you are so much different from the day you started. Don't just give yourself too much stress. Relax, but never stop. As long as you don't stop, you always can reach the goal you want to achieve.